That's how long one team has had to stew over losing a neighborhood battle. 364 days, that's how long the winner owned bragging rights. But wipe the slate clean, for tonight, a new chapter is to be written in the budding rivalry that is Legacy versus Broomfield. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another season of high school football on Channel 8. I'm Bill Rogan, along with former CU tight end, number 81, Justin Adams. Tonight we have the Legacy Lightning visiting the Broomfield Eagles. And Justin, the games in the past have been terrific. People have been looking forward to this game for a long time.
Yeah, they've been looking for this game for, I think, 364 days exactly. They've been looking for this game for a long time, definitely.
Huge crowd on hand, and if Legacy's to win this game, they're going to feed the fire a guy named Fidel Paris.
Yeah, check this out, Bill. 27 carries, 230 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week in the win against Bear Creek. This guy is crucial to the success of Legacy.
Legacy was great last week against Bear Creek. Not the case for Broomfield. They had a sloppy opening, losing their first game to Pomona. Got off to a bad start, and then they became one-dimensional throwing the ball. They have to be able to run it tonight.
Yeah, and it starts and ends with Angelo Perez, and we're going to see how he is. He's a little bit nicked up with the groin injury. He had 3 rushing touchdowns last week, 1 passing, so he's very important to the success of Broomfield.
Both coaches, Wayne Voorhees of Legacy and Gary Davies of Broomfield, they want their teams to play with emotion, but not too much.
Yeah, not too much. Last year they had a couple of personal foul penalties early in the game that really dictated the pace of the game. Want to definitely, especially for Broomfield, to come out early, come out strong, so that they could do very well in the game. And then for Legacy on the other end, they also want to come out and play strong, but they want to get at least 15 first downs or more. That's what Coach Wayne Voorhees was talking about.
Now the crowd is getting ready for the anthem, so we'll be back with the starting lineups from the opening kickoff after this. And what a great atmosphere for high school football as Legacy taking on Broomfield. The teams are out on the field and the fans are certainly ready. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams. And Justin, you've been through the high school football experience, the college football experience as well. But would you like to strap it on one more time tonight?
I would love to. Nothing would make me more happier, except I'm a little bit too old now, so I think I'm fine being up in the booth with you.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Broomfield won the toss. They deferred, so Legacy will receive. Broomfield will get the ball to start the second half. The Eagles in their home royal blue uniforms with silver helmets, silver and white trim. Legacy in the white road uniforms with navy pants and navy helmets. Our officials tonight, the referee is Mike Latovsky. His son, Mick Latovsky, is the umpire. The head linesman, Don Ray. The side judge is Randy Markov. The back judge, Dan Light. And the timekeepers, Jeff Leonard and Mike Carell. Kicking off for Legacy, Travis Baum. And deep for Broomfield, standing on his own goal line, is Simeon Combs, backup quarterback. Justin, the weather.
Yes, the weather forecast for tonight's game, currently it's 64 degrees. It's going to get a little bit colder by the time of the fourth quarter. It's going to be 61 degrees, so a great night to play football.
Riley Darius and Kyle Holbrook also deep for the Eagles, and we are underway. Combs has it at the 3. Met at the 22-yard line and taken down on a nice open field tackle by Logan Cassidy. Broomfield's offense. Angelo Perez is the quarterback. Tailback is Ryan McCulley. The slot receivers, Michael Riston and Dylan Plain. The wideouts, Gian Panacucci and Dan Purse. Up front, the center, Nick Birdsall. The guards, Jacob Lund and Michael Horner. The tackles, Justin DeMichelle and Tyler Stemke, will set the Legacy defense after this first play. Keeper. And picking up some decent yardage is Perez. And we'll have to watch his mobility throughout the night, Justin. He did have a groin injury last week.
He was taken out of the fourth quarter of last week's game against Pomona for precautionary reasons.
Pickup of about 6. Second down and 4. Ball at the Broomfield 29-yard line. And there's the defense for Legacy. Up front, Jake Chiddix is the nose tackle. The ends, Ray and McWee. Defensive tackle, Medina. The linebackers, Ayers, Cassidy. As we'll continue in a second here. Here's McCulley. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, as he is gang tackled. Leading the charge for Legacy was Skylar McWee, the senior. Pickup of 1, 3rd and 3. Also, Jake Bublitz is a linebacker. The corners, Drew Hebel and Quentin Rodriguez. Strong safeties, Connor Connolly, and the free safety, Matt Drotar. Ball just shy of the 30-yard line. Angelo Perez, 5'11", 195. Under pressure, incomplete. Pass was intended for number 18, Logan McCormick. And that will bring up a punting situation. Actually, it was number 10, Dylan Payne. Dylan Payne was the intended receiver.
Looks like to me on that pass, just first quarter jitters for Perez, not getting the ball there to his target on that play.
Spencer Deeb will punt it away. Drew Hebel calls for the fair catch at the 34-yard line, and that's where Legacy will start out. So 10-11 to go. No score between Legacy and Broomfield. A 36-yard punt by Spencer Reeb. Reeb last week averaged 39 yards per punt, kicked it away 4 times. So the offense for Legacy, Stephen Yoshihara is the quarterback. The H-back, Patrick Matthews. The tailback, Fidel Paris, number 34. He's the guy to watch. The wide receivers, Travis Baum and Mitch McCall. We'll get the lineman in a second. Here's Paris. And he goes down hard. Leading the charge for the Eagles, Tyler Stemke. Also in on the play was Dan Purse. Up front, the tight end, Aaron Edwards. Center, Montoya. The left guard is Baum. Right guard, Lyons. The left tackle, Andrew LaGuardia. And the right tackle, Angelo Chavez. We'll get the Broomfield defense after this play. Second down and 9. Ball at the 35. Harris again up the middle. Good yardage. Gets about 7 yards before he's finally taken down on the play.
Yeah, not only by the Broomfield defenders, but also by the referee who got caught in the middle of that play.
Kyle Holbrook on the tackle. Defensively for Broomfield, the defensive tackles, Stemke and McLean. The nose guard is Kaufman. The defensive ends, Austin Harris and Connor Eakes. The linebackers, Nathan Aragon and Drew Davies. The corners, Gian Panicucci and Dylan Plain. Strong safety, Luke McIninch. And the free safety is Kyle Holbrook. 3rd and 1. They're going to throw. Incomplete. Yoshihara's pass a little behind the tight end, Patrick Matthews. And that'll bring up a punting situation. 3rd and short. You're surprised they threw the ball.
Very surprised, especially the way that Fidel Paris has been running the ball. And, you know, maybe Coach Voorhees saw something on film that they could exploit on such a play as 3rd and 1 with the pass.
Travis Baum will kick it away. Deep is Dylan Plain for Broomfield. Got to watch the fake. High snap. And a poor kick off the side of his foot. It will bounce at the 40-yard line of Broomfield and trickle out of bounds. So the high snap got Baum off his timing. And that'll bring up good field position for Broomfield. So neither team able to get a first down. Just a 16-yard punt, much to the delight of the Broomfield crowd.
Anytime you're punting from anywhere near midfield. You want to get the ball at least to the 20-yard line or in, so that's definitely a win for Broomfield.
Ball at the Eagles' 40-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right. Hurst is split to the left. McCulley is the tailback. Perez slings it right side. Complete to Plain. Has some blockers and a first down before he's knocked out of bounds. Jake Bublitz on the tackle, but a nice game for the Eagles into Lightning territory. And we didn't get a chance to really go into it too much in the pregame, Justin, but one of the reasons why this is a great rivalry, schools are close together, these kids know each other.
Very well. A lot of these kids have been playing with each other from Pee-wee football, Pop Warner football. So this is, talking to Coach Davies earlier, having Facebook wars against each other. So it just makes for a great rivalry, the way that a high school rivalry should be.
Ball at the Legacy 46-yard line. Angelo Perez, he's a senior. Hands to McCulley. Fumbles the football. Looks like he landed on it, though.
Picks it up. We'll see when the pylon covers.
I thought, Justin, I saw a Broomfield player get on the football.
And he did.
And it was McCulley recovering his own fumble. You see in the background there, you see people still arriving here at Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium.
Yeah, and also if you look, as we can see now, there are actually fans who are standing. You didn't get here early enough, so you don't have a seat, so you have to stand.
Stand on the track or any place you can get a good view.
Which, again, just shows how important this rivalry is to this area.
And Broomfield, we know they draw well no matter who they play, but Legacy bringing a strong contingent. 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. Perez, pass is incomplete. Threw it into traffic, intended for McCulley. Connor Connolly, the sophomore linebacker, in on the coverage.
Yeah, and if we get a chance to look again at this play, what happened is that Perez tried to force the ball into McCulley, but he really didn't have to because he had another individual wide open in Dylan Payne, who was open also just a little bit away from the play as we look at some of the Legacy fans here.
I didn't know if we were having an earthquake there.
Yeah, it kind of felt that way. And this is just the fumble that happened a couple of plays earlier. Good for Broomfield to get the ball. They had a couple of turnovers in the first quarter against Pomona that really hurt them.
3rd and 9. Screen. It's complete to Panacucci, but he will be short of the first down. Nice coverage by Legacy as Bublitz was in on the stop. Also sticking his nose in there was Chandler Medina, the junior defensive lineman. So that'll bring up 4th and 5 from the 40-yard line, and Gary Davies is going to punt the ball away. Spencer Reeb will kick it.
Bill, on that last play, you had a double screen. But what you're going to see later on is what Broomfield is going to do. They're going to do the same swing-out pass and throw it to their tailback.
Drew Hebel, the junior, awaits the kick. Line drive looking for the corner, and it will go into the end zone. Reeb probably wanted to get a little more air under that one. So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So no damage done on that poor punt by Legacy. They were able to hold Broomfield to just 1 first down. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. I just noticed something, Justin.
Yes.
Didn't Legacy have gold helmets last year?
They did. They did. They switched their helmets to blue.
I like gold helmets better.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Reminds me of a certain football team.
Notre Dame. Come on.
South Bend, Indiana. Steven Yoshihara is going to keep. Little stutter step. He's running for his life. He gets crunched at the 16-yard line. Excellent pursuit as Tyler Stemke was there. Also on the coverage, Andrew McLean.
Actually, that was quarterback Patrick Medina who was in the game. Coach Voorhees was talking about how he was going to alternate every series between Yoshihara and Medina.
Well, I like saying Yoshihara. Took me all week to learn how to pronounce it. Now he's on the bench.
Well, when I was younger, we used to play on the Nintendo. They had a guy named Yoshi. So, kind of reminds me of that. Yoshihara.
So the two-headed quarterback system, it's Patrick Medina. He is a senior, and he lost 4 yards. 2nd and 14. A screen out to the near side, complete to Mike Strafus. And Strafus gets good yardage. About the 26-yard line, I think they'll spot it. So that will bring up a manageable 3rd down and 4.
Plays like that last week against Broomfield, what Pomona did against Broomfield last week, really hurt Broomfield. Just short passes and also passes over the middle. What Broomfield likes to do on 3rd down, especially on 3rd down and distance like this, is they like to play a zone defense. So Legacy will have the middle pretty much wide open once you get an opportunity like 3rd and long like this.
Travis Baum to the far side. McCall to the near side. Harris gets the handoff. And he goes down. Nice pursuit and a terrific tackle. On the stop was, looked like Thomas Bradbury. Also Tyler Stemke. So 4th down and 2. And they'll punt it. Wayne Voorhees not playing any games here, deep in his own territory.
Yeah, again, let's look at this play. Just a great tackle. Just Fidel Parrish trying to get the 1st down. And you would think that would be a play that should have been ran when it was 3rd and 1 on the first drive.
Luke McIninch also on the stop. Travis Baum gets it away under pressure. Fair catch called, and the ball is caught by Dylan Plain at the 34-yard line.
I tell you what, he's very lucky there. Thomas Bradbury for Broomfield almost had the block.
39-yard punt by Baum. So the Eagles begin 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams and the entire crew back for another year, led by Victor Seif. And our stat man, Don Pablo Apodaca. Still no score here in the 1st quarter. Angelo Perez hands to McCulley. Gets a few yards before he's dragged down by Kyle Ray. That'll be 2nd down and about 7.
Bill, there might be one main reason why these two teams are struggling to move the ball. Well, it's because they're mirror offenses of each other. So both defenses had a chance just to play regularly against the offenses they're facing all week long.
Luke McIninch and Michael Riston split to the far side. Dante Panacucci to the near side. Perez the keeper, and that did not work. Lost a couple of yards at the 35-yard line. Boblitz on the tackle, also Logan Cassidy, the senior linebacker. 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Yeah, Skylar Wee on that play didn't go for the fake by Angelo Perez and had an easy tackle. His job on the option is either to take the running back or to take the quarterback. And the way that he played that, he was definitely taking the quarterback from the get-go.
Gian Panacucci split to the far side. A couple of receivers in the slot. To the near side, it's Purse. Pass is deflected and nearly intercepted. A diving effort by Nick Weaver.
Almost intercepted. It'll bring up a 4th.
And that'll bring up a punting situation. But for a split second there, Broomfield fans holding their breath.
Yeah, almost just like last week on an interception in the 1st quarter. And that was another pass that could have been taken, could have been a pick 6 just like last week against Pomona.
Spencer Reeb again will kick it away. 2 men deep this time. Drew Hebel. And it's a misconnect. And Reeb running for his life, and he's tackled inside the 20-yard line. Disaster for the Eagles. Good heavens. So Spencer Reeb, that's an 18-yard loss, and that is a big momentum play. And we saw last year, Justin, there were a lot of swings of momentum in that game, which was at Legacy's home field, North Stadium.
So you just count that play as a turnover. Just what Broomfield didn't want to do. They wanted to get off to a fast start, and you have a turnover again in the 1st quarter.
Stephen Yoshihara back in at quarterback. Looking for McCall. He's got it at the far sideline. Minimal gain, about 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. They will spot the ball at the Broomfield 15-yard line.
Interesting route combination on the last play. Legacy was running a double out route as we look at the replay. And again, just a real nice catch just on the back end. You know, all you want to do is whenever you get a turnover, you want to keep the ball moving forward. You want to keep progressing the ball.
Two men split to the right. That's Mike Strafus wide, and in the slot is Baum. And a little flare out to the H-back. And getting hit hard is Patrick Matthews at the 11-yard line. Good hit by Connor Eakes and Dylan Plain. That one hurt from up here.
Oh, yeah, but it was a great catch. And you know what? Just again, you know, a great catch and run, laying down the shoulder, getting hit pretty hard there. So what a great catch over there. But you know what this does is it makes it a manageable third down for Legacy. That's all you want, especially when you have a running back like Fidel Paris.
3rd and 4, and we have a reverse wishbone. Fidel Paris cuts it inside, first down, inside the 5-yard line.
Did I tell you that I like the way that this guy runs? Unbelievable right there.
He had that nice cut, and he got the first down. So 1st and goal to go for Legacy at the 5-yard line, just inside the Broomfield 5.
Well, you know, on the play, Gian Panagucci for Broomfield had the angle on the play. It was just a great cut and run upfield by Fidel Paris.
So again, full house backfield. Jake Bublitz and Skylar McWee, some beef up front. Paris, the tailback. And it's Medina this time, taking it in for the score. Patrick Medina. And Legacy goes up 6-0.
You know, it's interesting there, Bill. Remember, we were talking about having alternate quarterbacks in this game. Patrick Medina on a play like that was in with 6-yard touchdown run. What he brings to this team for Legacy is he can not only pass the ball, but he can run the ball. What a great play call by Wayne Voorhees.
Travis Baum will attempt the extra point off the hold of Jake Bublitz. Kick is on its way, and it is good. So with 1:58 to go in the first quarter, Legacy strikes first. 7-0 Lightning. And let's take a look at that touchdown.
Yeah, just the way that Medina looks through the line, finds himself a seam and goes right through the crease and just wills his way to the end zone. What a great play call.
Angelo Chavez clearing some room up front. And also a nice block by Jake Bublitz. So we'll see how Broomfield responds. Last week they were down 20-0 to Pomona, and they were able to get back in that game. But again, mistakes will cost the team, and the inability to get the punt off cost the Eagles.
Yeah, if you're Broomfield, what you want to do is not worry about the score. You just want a first down. They haven't had a first down yet in this game, and we're almost at, oh, they have had one first down, excuse me. But you still want to start off with positive yardage again. You want to just get the ball moving. Haven't sustained a drive yet in this game overall.
Baum will kick off. Simeon Combs is deep. Line drive kick. Combs comes up and fields it at the 5. And he gets hit hard. Great special teams play by Quentin Rodriguez. Q-Rod.
Nobody blocked him. Nobody blocked Quentin Rodriguez. They had a great setup return to the left. Nobody just blocked Quentin Rodriguez. As you look on the play here, the only man that came free. What a great tackle there.
You like that? I called him Q-Rod.
Q-Rod. It's not bad.
I've never met the kid, but I gave him a nickname.
Well, you're a Yankees fan, so you know about A-Rod and Q-Rod, you know?
Yeah. If your name is Rodriguez, you had the first initial Q-Rod. Has a ring to it. So Angelo Perez airs it out right side, complete to Panacucci. Makes a nice move and pulls his way forward for a first down. On the coverage, Jake Chiddix on the tackle.
Gets 12 yards on the
and that was a well-designed play to Gian Panacucci, the senior wide receiver. 6'2", 195. That's also a confidence booster for Angelo Perez. Coming in with the play is Luke McIninch. Coming to the near side is Panacucci. Actually, he's coming off the field. So he's really on the near side.
Well, the guy I'm looking at is on the far side, Dan Purse. He has, actually, they're double teaming him. That's what Legacy is doing.
He's a big target.
Yeah, he is, 6'4".
Here's a blitz. And McCulley able to scratch out 4 yards.
Ryan McCulley on the run, spins for a gain of about 3 on the play.
They'll spot it at the 34-yard line, so call it 2nd down and 7, a gain of 3.
Yeah, let's take a look at this
blitz here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the blitz. And, you know, almost was caught there, but what a great run, just a spin move, just to keep yourself away from negative yardage. McCulley with a wonderful play, with a wonderful move there on the play.
It would have been good if he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but he was able to get 3 yards anyway. Purse goes to the far side. To the near side, Holbrook in a slot, and McIninch out wide along with Gian Panacucci. And we have our first flag of the night. And it's delay of game on Broomfield.
There were a couple of delay of game penalties last week, as you would expect on the first game, but you don't expect it too much to happen on the second game.
Now in high school football, very rarely you have a play clock on the field, and what the quarterback does, he looks at the back judge, who will count it with his hand when it gets down to 5 seconds, and that will let the quarterback know better get the play off, and that time they didn't.
And always the rule that coaches told me is that you can use all your timeouts in the first half. Just use them so that you don't have any negative yardage.
Perez downfield, he's got a man, complete at the 50-yard line.
Perez's pass to Gian
Panacucci
the 50-yard line for a first down.
has the first down.
By number 2.
On the tackle was Hunter
Rainwater.
Rainwater, a sophomore. Another well-designed play by the Eagles. So now they've got a little mojo going with 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's Gian Panacucci's second catch of this drive. And if we get a chance to look at this play, it was just a rollout to the left. And, you know, for some reason, Perez, even though he's a righty, likes to throw the ball on the rollout to his left. And it was a great hook route by Gian Panacucci. Caught the ball with his hands, took the ball forward for the first down.
And they do get the play off. Last play of the first quarter, and the pass is dropped by Dylan Plain. So that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Our score, Legacy 7, Broomfield nothing. We'll be right back after this. First play of the second quarter. 7-0 Legacy. They're in white, Broomfield in blue, and the outlet pass intended for Dan Purse is overthrown. They'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Eagles. Legacy scoring in the first quarter, a touchdown on a 5-yard scamper by Patrick Medina.
Yeah, just a tough pass for Angelo Perez, looking for the big man Dan Purse, and that's a hard throw anytime you're throwing it from one side of the field to the other side, especially accurately. That's a hard throw. And from what I looked at on film, Angelo Perez throws the ball better and more accurately to his left, but further to his right.
We'll see if defensive coordinator John Gordon for Legacy sends some pressure. 3rd and 10. Plain in motion and jumping offside. A couple of Lightning players, interior lineman, also defensive end, Kyle Ray jumped, and it looked like on the inside Chandler Medina. Chandler Medina and Patrick Medina, no relation, although the Baum brothers are related, Travis Baum and Tyler Baum. 3rd and 5, so they'll take that gift to Broomfield. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams, and we thank you for tuning in to our first broadcast of the season. We'll see these teams again later in the year. We'll also see Holy Family a few times.
Another flag on the play.
And now another penalty marker is thrown. Angelo Perez, 4 for 10, 51 yards thus far.
Sideline warning.
And a warning for the sideline of both teams to back up. the referee, Mike Leftovsky. Now, the next time, it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, you know, when I played, and that's for any team, I don't care if it's NFL, if it's college, there's somebody called the get-back coach. And his job, sole job, is to make sure that the players get back and are in front of the yellow line or to the field of play.
3rd and 5. Ball at the Legacy 45-yard line. Perez fires it incomplete, but a penalty marker. Pass was intended for Gian Panacucci.
I'm really interested to see the replay.
Connor Ayers was on the coverage. Looked like Ayers had pretty good coverage, but it's going to go against Legacy.
Yeah, and if we get a chance to look at the replay, to me, I didn't see a problem with it. The defender has as much of a right to the ball as the offensive guy as you look. I mean, that's, to me, that's ticky-tack. I mean,
he got his right arm on him, though.
You know, Connor Ayers was going after the ball, especially a cornerback with the way, I mean, not a cornerback, but a linebacker. That's great. That's a great defensive play.
I think the penalty was warranted. It looked like he had his right arm under the receiver's armpit.
It's a tough call.
It is a tough call. Wasn't blatant, but I think it was a good call. 1st and 10 for Broomfield at the Legacy 30. Perez keeps. And he's gobbled up after a gain of about 2, maybe 3.
Ball will be spotted.
Got a good look there at big number 75, Michael Horner, 6'4", 260.
Yeah, also Connor Ayers had another shot at the quarterback on that play. Just a little bit of frustration taken out on that penalty that was called on him.
Perez looks good so far. His mobility, you can't tell that he had a groin injury last week. So that's a good sign for the Eagles.
But I think the play calling is different because we see a whole lot of passing and not a lot of running. This is primarily a rushing team.
Perez on the roll. Downfield complete. Threads the needle. Kyle Holbrook with the reception, but we do have a penalty marker. The officials talking it over.
See if we could pick up on just a great pass. What a better catch. Whoa, the ball almost looked like it hit the ground.
There is no video replay in high school football.
No video replay in high school football, thankfully. But it was a really good catch on the play and a better throw by Angelo Perez, and I didn't get the penalty.
Well, here we go. Illegal man downfield, so an ineligible receiver. So a loss of down. 2nd down and 12. Ball is at the 33-yard line of Legacy. So a break for the Lightning, and that was a pretty darn good pass by Perez as he had to put it between 3 defenders.
And a better catch by Kyle Holbrook, who stopped his progress, actually stopped, and came back to the ball. But what a great placement by Perez to get the ball where only his guy could catch it.
McCulley trying to turn the corner, and he does. Nice gain down to the 27-yard line.
A gain of 6 on the play. Ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line. Brings up the 30.
Not sure who made the tackle there. Might have been Hunter Rainwater.
Yeah, Nick Weaver made the tackle on that play in a great pursuit. As we look at the replay, we have a holding penalty on Broomfield. But look at the pursuit and the perfect tackling.
Okay, that was Nick Weaver on the tackle. But a holding penalty will push Broomfield back. So again, they're hurting themselves. Last week they had penalty issues in their loss to Pomona. Gary Davies this week was stressing playing a clean game and working out the kinks. So we'll see where they spot the football.
And this is the reason why you have your non-league games, because you want to get all the messy, sloppy play out of the way now before you enter into league play where the games count. Every game counts, don't get me wrong, but when it counts on playoff seeding, that's where you want to make sure that you're playing your best.
2nd and 23, ball at the Legacy 43-yard line. Broomfield going backwards. Perez downfield, and it is broken up. Nice defensive play by Patrick Medina. Pass was intended for looks like McInch.
My God, Medina does a little bit of everything, huh? Not only can I throw the ball, I can also run with the ball. Oh, and by the way, I could shut down your best wide receiver because they had a great play-action pass play from Broomfield on that play. And as we see Perez just throw the ball up to its highest point, and that's what you want to do is you want to stop the ball at its highest point, and Medina just knocked down the ball from Dan Purse.
Purse was the intended receiver, my mistake. Third down and a long cab ride. 23 yards to go. Perez downfield. He's got a man short of a first down inside the 30. Dan Purse on the reception. Drew Hebel there on the coverage.
But, Bill, what that does is it brings up a manageable fourth down as we look at the replay.
And they're going to go for it. They're not going to try a field goal with Pat LaLancet.
Yeah, just look at the placement of the ball. The only place that could be caught is literally by Dan Purse. A great throw by Angelo Perez, who, like I said earlier, seems to throw the ball more accurately to his.
Fourth down and 8. Again, Broomfield in that spread offense. Perez with time. He's got a man incomplete. Out of the hands of Dan Purse. Breaking it up was Drew Hebel. And Drew Hebel, not the tallest guy in the world. Purse, a big target. So Legacy takes over.
I don't know what papers that Coach Davies had, but they're all over the place now. Right after Purse dropped the ball, Coach Davies threw his papers all over the place. And on fourth down, where else do you want the ball? It's perfect placed, but you know what? You have to come down with a play like that. A great pass breakup by the Legacy defender.
And perfect timing, too.
Yeah, Drew Hebel did a great job on, well, Broomfield's best wide receiver, who's being looked at by UNC, Northern Colorado, and also Wyoming.
Fidel Paris up the middle, a nice burst of 7, maybe 8 yards. Paris now 6 carries, 28 yards, and he'll bring up a second down and a short 2. Again, last week, 230 yards rushing against Bear Creek.
Legacy has seemed to find kind of the recipe for success. Attack Broomfield in the middle of their line, and that's where they're getting a lot of their yards. They got the touchdown on a quarterback keeper up the middle, and they're also getting their biggest rushing gains up the middle.
And tight end Aaron Edwards pancaked a Broomfield player. Tremendous block. Paris again. And this time he is stacked up. Tyler Stemke leading the charge. Dan Purse was also there. And it'll be just shy of a first down. Third down and less than a yard as quarterback Patrick Medina looks to the sidelines for a play. Mitch McCall, who had 2 touchdown receptions last week, comes in with the play.
Now remember earlier, Bill, on the first drive, a very similar situation for Legacy, 3rd and 1, and they went for the pass to the tight end. We'll see what they decide to do this time.
I would give it to Paris.
Kind of the consensus decision up here. Give it to the guy who is your workhorse.
And he has it and more. Across the 50-yard line is Fidel Paris, and saving a touchdown was the safety. Looked like it was Dylan Plain.
First of all, we have to give, as I like to say, a shout out to some of the big boys up front for Legacy. Aaron Edwards, Andrew LaGuardia, Tyler Baum, Aaron Montoya, Logan Lyons, Angelo Chavez. Great blocking.
Kyle Holbrook saved the touchdown.
Gains a couple of yards.
Medina gets a few on the scamper to the right.
And it looks like Legacy is going to start to go to a no-huddle offense. Has Broomfield kind of caught back on their heels. Broomfield defense on their heels a little bit.
Second down and 9. Ball is at the 47-yard line of Broomfield. Medina's outlet pass is complete, and the H-back driven out of bounds. That's Patrick Matthews. So it'll bring up a 3rd and long for Legacy.
Ball will be spotted at the 46.
Yeah, Matthews' second catch on the same route as his first reception on an arrow route. A pretty good hand, pretty good catch. Bobbled the ball a little bit. you know, I would like to see him, you know, take it upfield a little bit more. You know, as a tight end, you want to give some punishment to the defenders.
And a whistle, timeout, Legacy.
Timeout, Legacy Lightning.
That is their first. Gives us a chance to catch our breath.
Yes.
And schools taking part in today's event are part of the 340-member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, they promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities, also promoting lifetime values like respect, teamwork, citizenship, competition, hard work, and sporting behavior, helping reach and motivate students, developing policies as a group, and a responsibility of membership. Coaches, administrators, and game officials working for the common good of kids. CHSAA, C-H-S-A-A. Fidel Paris, 8 carries, 42 yards, and I guess that's the strategy. Give the ball to the Frenchman.
Yeah, he had 27 carries last week. The Frenchman, my goodness. 27 carries last week against Broomfield for 230 yards. He's their workhorse. He's their guy who is very important for the success of the team for Legacy. But now Legacy has a little more of a different element to them with Medina in at quarterback, a guy who could throw the ball and also run the ball. So now you have a dual threat in the backfield for Legacy.
The officials conferring. I'm not sure what this is about. By the way, I found a dollar bill.
Yeah, lucky you.
Under the grandstand where our truck is. Walking along, ready to come up to the booth. Look down, it was a dollar bill. It was folded, so I was hoping it was a 20. It's only $1, but I'll keep it.
But I don't think high school kids have money like that, Bill. No. You might find just one.
This dollar is a lot to a high school kid. It's a lot for me. Hey, our next game, September 28th, Legacy versus Arvada West. And we saw that game last year.
Yes.
Where Legacy won. Legacy will host that game. Then you see Holy Family Erie. That should be a good one. Broomfield Monarch. Good heavens. Good schedule coming up on Channel 8. 3rd down and 7 for the Lightning. Medina under pressure, tucks it down. He's got a first down, and he's bumped out of bounds by Panicucci.
Patrick Medina chased out of bounds.
But that was great awareness.
Yeah, but it's going to come back as we look at the replay. Again, as I said earlier, it's the element that Patrick Medina brings. He could run the ball and get out of any type of trouble, but you also had a holding penalty. It looked like on the left tackle on with Andrew LaGuardia, just get a little bit of a hold.
By the way, Mark, our cameraman down there on the sidelines, did not bail. He hung in there.
He's a trooper. He's a trooper because, you know, I mean, I would have stayed in it. I would have stayed there.
And I know, Justin, one of your favorite things about doing these games is seeing our cameramen get injured on the sideline.
Yeah, nothing better. You know, I'm up here in the comforts of a press box, and you guys are down on the field. You know, these guys also, but they do a wonderful job, and we thank them for the work that they do.
3rd down, 21. Ball at their own 37 for Legacy. So just like Broomfield was in a 3rd and long, Lightning now trying to find something. Medina will tuck it down. Avoids one tackle, but could not avoid the others. Good pursuit by Broomfield. On the tackle was John Kaufman, a senior. He was one of many. And so a putting situation.
Yeah, it's looking like Austin Harris and also Connor Eakes for Broomfield are starting to get after the Legacy offensive guys. So I mean, it's really tough for the tackles for Legacy to hold down these guys, especially on 3rd and long.
Bombs kick on the way. Dylan Plain has it at the 21-yard line to the 30 before he's wrestled down. Good open field tackle by Skylar McWee. 7-0. 38-yard punt. So with 5:48 to go and 3 timeouts remaining, Broomfield in pretty decent shape here. I think they weathered an early storm.
Especially with the penalties that they had. You know, they did give up the 7 points because of the great field position that Legacy had. But you know what? You're only down 7-0. You haven't done too much as on Broomfield on the offensive side. So hopefully they can get a good drive going on here.
Handoff to McCulley up the middle. McCulley dragging tacklers for a first down.
Ryan McCulley on the carry brings it out to the 49-yard line. First and 10.
Nice
Eagles.
scamper up the middle. Tackled on the play by Matt Drotar.
Tackle by number 38.
First and 10 Broomfield at the 44-yard line of the Eagles.
Yeah, great run by McCulley, but also a great push by right tackle Tyler Scudamary and also Michael Horner. Just a great block by those two, by the big guys up front.
Stemke, a beautiful block. McCulley, 5 carries for 28 yards.
Excuse me.
Stemke,
Floridian slip. Excuse me there.
it's a very common name.
Yeah. It's like Adams.
Yes. And McCulley again. So they're staying with the ground game and getting good yardage.
Yeah, what did Coach Davies say to us before the game? That he wanted to establish the run. You know, having a lot of guys up front, you know, they haven't had a chance to practice together, to gel, but they're doing pretty well in this game. So what's happening is they're getting the on-field experience right now in order to work this running game.
And the Broomfield cheerleaders having a good time. Tell you, both teams have great support, not only on the field but off the field, as far as, you know, band members and cheerleaders and support staff, and of course excellent fan support. Perez downfield, complete. Panacucci, and Panacucci drags Rainwater an extra few yards, and Broomfield on the march inside the 30-yard line, spotted at the Legacy 27.
Oh my goodness, I love this play call. You have all the defenders rolling out to their right, because when Angelo Perez has rolled out to his right, you know, he's thrown obviously to his right on other plays, but he stopped after a couple of steps and thrown on the backside on a post route to Panacucci, who was wide open.
23-yard gain. McCulley, nice move. McCulley down the sidelines. And that should be a horse collar.
Oh, they missed one.
But a nice gain. A pickup. See where they spot the ball first. Looks like a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, what a great run by Ryan McCulley as he takes it to the outside and actually beats the man here. But as you can see, the hands on the inside, that is a horse collar tackle, a missed call by the referees.
It's actually my mistake. It's a 20-yard gain. The ball is spotted at the 7-yard line of Legacy. First and goal to go for the Eagles. New quarterback in there. Pass is complete for a touchdown. Connor Eakes with the touchdown pass.
No. His knee hit. He's going to be down at the 1-yard line. Yeah.
That was Christian Testerman on the reception. So Testerman just shy. Nice grab.
Oh, yeah. If that's in the NFL, that's a touchdown. But in college and high school, you're down at the 1-yard line. Whatever your knee hits, that's where the play ends.
Interesting that they bring in Connor Eakes. Eakes rushes up the middle. Second effort, third effort, and he's brought back. And the Legacy fans now applauding their defense. Bring up a third and short. They brought in as a blocking back DJ Zissimos, a 195-pound linebacker by trade. Third and one, make it 3rd and 2. They lost a yard.
Looking at the replay, I thought it was Tim Tebow running the ball there. You know, number 15, trying to run it up the middle. But I'm looking on the sideline, and Angelo Perez is on the sideline. He just took off his helmet, so he's not going to return in the game.
Maybe he was hurt again. And tripping over his own man was Connor Eakes. That'll bring up 4th down. And here's a gamble now for Gary Davies. Decision time. They lost another yard. 4th and 3. 4th and goal to go at the 3-yard line.
You know what? He just tripped over his own feet. Sometimes the ground monster, as we like to say, is sometimes the best defender.
And the Eagles take a timeout. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams, minute 45 to go in the first half. And our score is 7-0 Legacy.
Reminder, Boulder Valley Schools has a
All right, Justin,
tobacco policy.
you're the offensive coordinator. You're Gary Davies. What do you do here?
Kick a field goal. You have to you never want to go into the half with a goose egg, but Angelo Perez is coming back in the game, so you can have a run pass option. I will go with the rollout.
I think a little play action maybe, or rollout option. We'll see what they do. As you see the Broomfield schedule. Next game is at Loveland, but they're concerned right now with putting 6 on the board here. 4th and goal to go from the 3-yard line. Perez back in there. Perez throws for Purse in the corner. Jump ball, and it is incomplete. Legacy holds. Not sure who's on the coverage, but they are going wild on the far sideline. And let's see if we can get another look at that play. Perez looked like he put it on the money.
Yeah, Perez did. You want to throw the ball to your best offensive player, and that's who it was. They threw the ball to Dan Purse, who's what, 6'4", 195, has basketball player-like abilities. Just didn't come down with the jump ball there.
Yoshihara is the quarterback, and it looked like Broomfield may have moved. There was some movement on the left side of the defensive line. We'll see if they were drawn off.
And Bill, look at it from my vantage point. It looked like Trent Johnson was defending on that play for Legacy. So a great play by him.
And it will be on Legacy. So half the distance to the goal. They'll spot it at the 1.5-yard line. Legacy with 2 timeouts left. Broomfield also has a couple of timeouts left. So we'll see if they use them.
Now it's against Broomfield.
Now they're going to say it's on Broomfield. Wow. Thanks a lot, spotter Don Pablo. Always like to throw the stat man under the bus. So 1st and 5 at the 8-yard line. We'll see if Legacy gets fancy here or plays it conservatively. Yoshihara has a man. Ball is loose. Was it a completion or an incomplete? They're going to call it a completion. Wow. Good heavens. Coming up with the fumble was Dylan Klain. Pass was intended for Aaron Edwards, the tight end, and I'd like to see that replay. Good heavens.
Yeah, Yoshihara steps into the pass. Great throw, but let's see. Okay, Edwards has it. You know what? That is a fumble. That is a fumble. He was making an offensive move, a football play move. He had the ball in his hands. He was making an offensive move, and just a great tackle. The ball went up in the air.
Holbrook on the hit. So Broomfield back in business.
Wow.
Minute 32 to go.
Bill, this
talked about momentum swings. Perez gives the ball to McCulley. Trying to turn the corner. McCulley, touchdown.
Number 22, Ryan McCulley for 3 yards and a touchdown.
We talked about would Legacy play it safe. They didn't. And passing the ball ends up in a turnover, and then Broomfield capitalizes, but hold everything. Holding on the Eagles.
Oh my goodness.
And this is, I tell you, we saw 2 crazy games the last 2 years with these teams, and we're seeing another kooky game.
I mean, you're talking about a team that's hurting themselves. I think the penalty happened on the line, but what I wanted to point out is not only the run, but what a great block on the end, as you see, just coming up right there by Gian Panacucci on the cornerback to give the outside option there for Ryan McCulley. He just opened up the corner for him.
5 penalties now for Broomfield for a total of 35 yards. As you see, referee Mike Latofsky
spotted at the 10-yard line.
And the Broomfield crowd booing the officials.
Yeah, anytime you're given a gift of what Broomfield just had to start a drive on the 2-yard line and you score, but it's negated because of a penalty, definitely hurts your team.
Minute 27 to go. 2 timeouts for Broomfield. They have 1st and goal to go from the 10-yard line. Angelo Perez the QB. Next to him is McCulley. Pass toward the end zone. It is complete to Gian Panacucci inside the 2-yard line. Second down and goal to go from inside the 2.
Taking a look at the replay here, Gian Panacucci runs a great slant route, and the ball's just thrown a little bit low. If it was thrown a little bit higher for Gian Panacucci to catch it on his feet, he would have had a touchdown. He had the inside positioning on the cornerback.
50 seconds to go. Clock is running. Plenty of time for Broomfield with 2 timeouts.
Watch a run here by Angelo Perez.
Holbrook in motion. Perez keeps. Up the middle. Touchdown.
Angelo Perez up the middle.
You called it, Justin.
Yeah, they had a similar play last week against Pomona. And you know what? Why would you want to throw the ball when you have a big guy like Angelo Perez? You know, anytime you have a quarterback, 5'11", 195 pounds, almost 200 pounds, you want to get him the ball, and you want him to stuff it in that way that just happened. I mean, like the way that it just happened on that play. Excuse me there.
Playing the holder, Pat LaLancet is the place kicker, and he boots it up and through. So with 38 seconds to go in the quarter, we're even at 7. And you might say that Legacy got a fortunate break to get their touchdown. Same for Broomfield.
Yeah, again, and just look at the way that the quarterback just took it in, Perez. You know, he had 3 touchdown runs last week, and all 3 look just like that one that we just seen on this play. Great desire by Angelo Perez. And if you want to talk about a story of this game, how about when Legacy scored? They had it inside the 20-yard line of Broomfield. When Broomfield scored, they get it inside the 5. So neither team can sustain a long drive, but it's the turnovers that's giving the offensive team their chances to score.
Remember, you got a concession stand at the south end and the north end.
So Legacy will await the kickoff. Deep for the Lightning, Quentin Rodriguez and Drew Hebel. Doing the kicking is Paul Hansen, a sophomore. There goes Hansen. A squibber down the center of the field, and Hebel has it inside his 10, out to the 20. Across the 30. Across the 35-yard line. So with 31 seconds left, decent field position for Legacy. And they have 2 timeouts left. So what do you do here?
Well, they have 2 timeouts left. Depending on who's the quarterback. For me, you have real good field position. But again, can your kicker get a field goal in? What you say you have to get, what, about 50 yards to get to his field goal range?
Probably around the 25-yard line.
Again, we're taking a look at the squib kick.
The quarterback is Patrick Medina.
So we may see a run here by Patrick Medina.
At the line of scrimmage, Medina back to throw. Pass is incomplete off the hand of Patrick Matthews. On the coverage was Bradbury. And if you tip that up, that's a pick 6 waiting to happen.
And you would have given away all your momentum, and you're going into half down rather than tied.
Standing room only here at Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. It hasn't been the greatest played first half, but pretty darn exciting. 26 seconds left. Medina still the quarterback. We haven't seen a screen pass to Paris tonight.
And I don't think you will here. Got a rollout.
Medina going deep for McCall, incomplete. Nice coverage by Panacucci. Also helping out was Holbrook, the safety. And that brings up a 3rd down.
So now you're 3rd and long. If you run the ball here for Legacy, then Broomfield's going to call a timeout if they stop you. As a pretty good throw by Medina. It just looked like a Hail Mary throw to me. You know, get it to your best guy, just a little bit off target on the pass there from Medina.
But I like the aggressive approach here. Throw it deep. Even if Broomfield intercepts it, they're deep in their own end.
Yeah, good field position.
Paris, nowhere. Good tackle by the linebacker Nathan Aragon.
3 or 4 on the play.
So bring up 4th down.
Tackle by Nate
Now here's a
Aragon.
dicey situation if you're a Legacy. Timeout taken by Broomfield.
Broomfield calls a timeout.
You know, I'm waiting to take a look at the long snapper. Remember, the first 2 punts for Legacy were high. So, you know, it could be another situation just like what happened to Broomfield. You had a high snap, ended up becoming turning into a turnover.
Who are these bums?
Well, I know that guy over there. He looks pretty good. I don't know about you.
So do you send everybody here?
Yeah, you do.
I would put a lot of pressure on the punter
Oh,
because
yeah.
even if you rough him, it's not going to be too damaging with 10 seconds left. But if you can get the block, you might get a touchdown, a scoop and run, or maybe set up for a field goal.
Well, the way that Broomfield is setting up, they're having 2 players back. They're setting up for a punt return, which may be a smart decision. You don't want to run into a roughing the kicker, and then, you know, anything can happen in high school football.
Connor Ayers will snap. Travis Baum will boot it. They came with the pressure. Ball is fielded by Combs. And he takes it out to the 35-yard line. No flag on the play, even though Baum was knocked down. So with less than a second to go, let's see if Broomfield decides to chuck one deep. 37-yard punt. Or if they take a knee, which they probably will do.
That'll be the smart play, just to take a knee. You know, a sloppy played first half, but also an entertaining first half. You know what? Take it 7 and 7.5 and go to the drawing board and come back out for the second half fighting strong.
Doesn't look like they're going to take a knee. They give to McCulley. McCulley breaking tackles out to the 50-yard line. First down, but that'll do it for the half. And quite a half it was. So it's still a brand new game when we start the 3rd quarter. Our score at halftime, Legacy 7, Broomfield 7. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats and the 3rd quarter kickoff right here on Channel 8.
The schools taking part in today's event are part of the 340 member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, and sporting behavior. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators working for the common good of kids. We are CHASA.
And welcome back to Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium in Broomfield, Colorado. There's the score, 7-7. The visiting Lightning from Legacy against the Eagles of Broomfield. And this place is packed. People everywhere, all along the running track. And there were people tailgating before the game. And the smart folks got here early. They remember last year, or 2 years ago here, when it was hard to get a seat. Let's take a look at the halftime statistics. Legacy 53 yards rushing, 19 passing, total of just 72 yards. They've been penalized 3 times for 30 yards, just 3 first downs for Legacy, and 1 key turnover late in the 2nd quarter that led to the Broomfield touchdown. Broomfield, they've run the ball for 73 yards, thrown it for 105. Total 178 yards of offense for Broomfield. 5 penalties for 35 yards, and no turnovers for Broomfield, although they had a mishandled snap on a punt, and that gave great field position to Englewood. The scoring in the first half started with Legacy in the first quarter. Patrick Medina, a 5-yard run. Baum, the kick. with 1:58 left in the first quarter to make it 7-0. And then with 36 seconds left in the second quarter, Angelo Perez, a 1-yard run, and the kick was good by Lelancic. Check that, Lelancic. And that's where we stand, 7-7, Broomfield and Legacy. And Justin, what do you think? We'll start with Legacy. What do you think Wayne Voorhees was telling his guys at the break?
Earlier in the game, when we talked to Coach Voorhees, he wanted at least 15 first downs. And they're not near that total so far. But you have to be happy that you're not down by too much. The score's tied at 7-7. It's a new ball game. So if you're Coach Voorhees, you're telling your guys to continue to hold on to the ball and just to get first downs, to get more positive drives and not to turn over the ball.
Gary Davies, on the other hand, he's got to be pleased that they were able to get on the board late.
Well, look, they have 178 total yards of play, so offensively is not the issue, and they're holding Legacy to under 100 yards, so that's not the issue there. It's just they need to sustain their drives to stay away from big turnovers.
What's that?
Now, didn't Broomfield win the toss and defer?
Yeah.
Why aren't they getting the football here in the second half?
Great point.
Beginning of the second half, Broomfield will be kicking off to the Lightning.
Oh well, Broomfield will kick off. And we're ready to start the third quarter of play. Ball is driven off the foot of Paul Hansen into the end zone. And Legacy will start at the 20-yard line.
Paul Hansen's kick goes into the end zone.
Nice boot there by Hansen, just a sophomore. One of the best high school kickers I've ever seen, Kevin Eberhardt, played here at Broomfield. That guy could kick the ball into orbit. He ended up playing at Colorado.
With me. I played with Kevin Eberhardt.
You were one of his teammates.
I did. I was. Great kicker, great guy, and smart as ever.
He won a game against CSU with a clutch kick.
Yeah, he did.
2 years back. So here we go. The quarterback starting out is Steven Yoshihara. High snap. He gives the ball to the running back, looked like Paris, who got tripped up after a short gain of 1 yard. Paris has not really broken out. He's shown a couple of glimpses.
Well, you can see why even on this replay, pretty good handoff. He just trips over his own feet, his own lineman, and not able to get the explosive plays. We talked about it at halftime, Bill, off air. Is maybe Legacy what they want to do is just get him out on a dump pass, a screen pass, anything just to get Fidel Paris out in an open field.
Paris again. Coming up to make the play is the defensive back and a penalty marker on the play. And we'll see what the call is. Again, our official Mike Latovsky is the ref. Mick Latovsky is the umpire.
Yeah, what you're going to see here, Bill, is a holding penalty.
Right
as
there.
you see the tight end hold on to the jersey of the Broomfield. Yeah, Drew Davies hold on to the jersey of the Broomfield defender.
The head linesman, Don Ray. The side judge is Randy Markov, and the back judge, Dan Light. Last year in this game at Legacy, Drew Davies had a serious knee injury, and he's back and playing again this year. A tough kid. He is the coach's son and one of the captains of the team.
Yeah.
And if you think, well, he's the coach's son, that's why he's the captain. No. Gary Davies pretty much lets the position coaches coach his son.
Yeah, what a great player. And
if anything, Gary's probably harder on his kid than anybody else.
It should be. Gary's been coaching for a long time, and he knows what needs to be done to get the job done.
So the penalty was on Legacy, the hold. And here's a quick pass complete to the tight end, Aaron Edwards. So a short gain. It'll be second down, make it third down and 15.
Again, as we look on the replay, Yoshihara with the pass. Again, another arrow route out to his tight end, who gets taken down on the play. And, you know, Aaron Edwards has really good hands. Tried to use a stiff arm, but to no avail.
Third and long. Yoshihara under pressure, sets up a screen. Intercepted by Broomfield. And the interception by Drew Davies. We're just talking about him. And that ball off the hands of Paris. Let's take a look at the replay. And a big turnover.
Yeah, Fidel Paris, the ball just a little bit too high for him. But what a great diving interception. And that's the turning point, could be the turning point of the game. Drew Davies, we just was talking about him. What a great play by him.
Second turnover of the night by Legacy. Angelo Perez, the quarterback for Broomfield. Quick out, complete to Purse. Evades one tackler before he's brought down. Bublitz on the stop. Good shot of Dan Purse, who's a big target at 6'4", 195.
Again, he's being looked at by Northern Colorado and also by Wyoming. We have a Colorado State recruit in the building tonight, so.
Actually, a coach.
Oh, yeah, coach, excuse me.
CSU coach.
Here, yeah.
That's Dan Hammerschmidt. Looking for some talent. McCulley reverses field before he is tackled. Chandler Medina holding his ground and making the play. That'll bring up a third down. Ball is inside the 15-yard line of Legacy. Third and a long 7. Dylan Plain comes in with a play. I don't know about you, Justin, but all I hear in my headset is static. It might be the big crowd.
Bill, what, you said something?
Huge play here, Bill.
3rd and 7.
Low snap, Perez rolling toward the end zone. It is incomplete. That'll bring up a fourth down, but there is a penalty marker on the play.
I am shocked that is not a pass interference on a defender against Legacy. Literally turned the shoulders of Dan Purse as we look at the replay. Okay, so you see the ball being thrown. What's missed there is that the shoulders literally of Dan Purse was being swung around by number 22 for Legacy.
That's Drew Hebel.
Yeah, Drew Hebel had his hands all over him. I think they did get them for that last penalty.
I don't think they called a pass interference. It might have been roughing the passer was the call. So first and goal at the 8-yard line for Broomfield. Golden opportunity for the Eagles. McCulley gets the inside handoff, drags tacklers inside the 5-yard line. Making the play was Chandler Medina. Also in there was Jake Chiddix.
Yeah, give right in the middle to, excuse me here, give right in the middle to Ryan McCulley, who takes the ball down to about the 5-yard line. What this leads up to now for Broomfield is now they have a choice. Either they could throw another jump pass to their big wide receiver, Dan Purse, or they could just do the same pass and this time have a quarterback keeper for Angelo Perez.
I like McCulley's speed. We'll see if they try to get him on the outside. Perez keeps. He gets stacked up after a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards. Pushing him backwards was Skylar McWee. Also clogging some room up in the middle was Andrew LaGuardia. LaGuardia is so big they named an airport after him. 3rd and goal. And here's another look. There's a good hit by McWee.
Hit. That's the type of things you like to see. What a good hit. No gain on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal. You tried 2 runs in the middle. Let's take a look at Dan Purse, who's on the bottom of your screen. See if they throw it to him.
Perez keeps. To the end zone, touchdown! Gian Panacucci. A 4-yard touchdown reception, and Broomfield goes up 13-7. Second touchdown pass of the season by Angelo Perez. That was a dart right on the money.
What a great play by Angelo Perez. We're going to get the kick first before we go into to the replay.
Pat LaLancet will try to tack on the extra point. Good hold, and the kick is drilled through the uprights. Nice job by Dylan Plain on the hold. So it's 14-7. Broomfield, they've scored 14 points after 2 Legacy turnovers.
Yeah, let's take a look just at the throw. What a dart pass by Angelo Perez to Gian Panacucci, who was actually on a drag route on the back side of the play. So what happened was Angelo Perez rolled to his left. You had Panacucci on a drag route, started from the right side of the field, going all the way to the left. He was probably the third option on the play. The first option, I imagine, being Dan Purse, who was on the bottom of the screen on the route.
Well, the Broomfield cheerleaders certainly have something to cheer about. 14-7 Eagles, and we'll see if Legacy can respond.
Take a look at these Broomfield fans. Look at the student section here, all with their hands up as the ball's about to get kicked. Great atmosphere.
Paul Hansen kicks it into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Paul Hansen's kick goes into the end zone.
Second touchback by the sophomore kicker. So see who comes out at quarterback for Legacy. They've been alternating with Patrick Medina and Steven Yoshihara. And it will be Medina. Medina has a touchdown run tonight. 1st and 10 Lightning. 7:06 to go, third quarter. There's your score. And the traffic light in the background, it's green. And it looks like we have a false start. Seemed like everybody knew the snap count except the center.
Well, you knew what's going on outside with the with the traffic signals.
They have a nice new sign. I don't know what you call those digital signs, with a giant eagle perched on it right at the corner of Eagle Drive and Main Street. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, as we look at the replay.
There, everybody moved.
Yeah, everybody on the offensive line is just a little bit excited.
But that was the center's fault. Aaron Montoya, hate to call him out, but he didn't snap the ball. 1st and 15. Medina under pressure. Shows good balance and is able to get out of bounds after a gain. Hot pursuit was Kyle Holbrook. But that should have been a loss, except for the nice athleticism by Medina, the senior QB.
Again, that's what Medina brings to this game, is not only can he throw the ball pretty well, but he's athletic enough to get away from defenders. As we look at the replay, he should have been sacked there twice, but again, he gets away from the defenders, outruns a couple of guys, and gets positive yards, gets back to penalty yards. Now it's 2nd and 10.
That had to be frustrating for John Kaufman, who thought he might get a sack there. So 2nd and 10. High snap, give to Paris. And Stemke stacks him up along with his friends. A lot of blue jerseys.
Yeah, Bill, what did we talk?
Drew Davies also in on the play.
Yeah, one thing that I mentioned earlier in the game is just how the middle of the defense, of the defensive line for Broomfield, is where Broomfield wants to attack. Well, after the first quarter, it hasn't been open at all. Maybe a couple of times here and there for Fidel Paris. We have to give it up to the defensive coordinator for Broomfield, and also to these kids out there who's played very hard. Look at that, Austin Harris, Tyler that's Tyler. One time, Stemke. Good gracious.
Tom Bergesser is the defensive coordinator. 3rd and 9 for Legacy. Medina in trouble. Boom! He gets nailed. Good heavens. Andrew McLean, the Army-bound senior. He makes Medina part of the artificial turf.
Literally, oh my goodness, what a hit by the Army recruits. Oh my goodness.
He's going to play at West Point next year. More on that in a moment. But now a big punt coming up for Travis Baum. Combs is deep along with Plain. They're standing inside the 50. Baum, a nice high kick.
Could be
Plain
trouble.
backing up, fumbles it. Ball is loose. Still loose. Scramble for it. It looks like a rugby scrum. Both sides, both fans are saying they've got the ball. Broomfield has it. A 40-yard kick. And Plain, maybe that ball got above the lights. It was a very high kick.
Yeah, a little bit misspoke while you were doing play-by-play on that one. And I said it could be trouble just because of how high the kick was. You know, a returner could get a little nervous. But also, just take a look at his feet. If your feet aren't set, you're more susceptible to dropping the punt.
So 1st and 10 for Broomfield at their own 45-yard line as they avert disaster. Angelo Perez, the QB, spread offense for the Eagles. 3 receivers right, 1 left. McCulley is the back. Perez down the sideline for Purse, incomplete. Coming up on the play was the safety, Drew Hebel. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, taking a look, and this is pretty much the difference between college and high school, is just the speed of that ball. Perez throws a little bit more, puts a little bit more mustard on that last pass. That's a completion and maybe a touchdown just by the way that the safety was cutting so hard after the ball.
Purse goes to the far side. Perez 10 for 18, 113 yards, a touchdown and a pick. McCulley up the middle. He gets wrapped up by Bublitz and gets about a 3-inch gain.
Jed Bublitz is doing a great job shooting through the gap and shooting through the A gap and stopping any type of give play or draw play that Broomfield is doing.
If I'm the defensive coordinator, John Gordon of Legacy, I'm bringing a lot of pressure here. I'm saying get after Perez. He's kind of slippery back there, but 3rd and 10, you got to figure it's going to be a pass, maybe a rollout.
Yeah, and the guy to watch out is going to be the running back, McCulley. They like to do a little bit of a swing out pass to him.
There's a quick hitter to the far side. Gain of about 6. Very good open field tackle by Matt Drotar. The pass was to, not sure who it was. I have a tough time seeing these numbers on the Broomfield players as limping off the field after the reception.
Yeah, that looks to be number 10, Dylan Payne, on the reception there. But you know what? I like that play call. No harm, no foul. You don't get the first down, but you keep, the yardage, you keep it short. You keep the yardage going.
Reed boots it away. Fair catch called, and a nice catch. Dangerous play by Drew Hebel. You can't hesitate on those plays, can you?
No, not at all.
You ever return punts in your career at Montbello or at CU?
No, never at any of those places, but I did once in Pee Wee. I had the ball in my hands, and I dropped it and got hit by like 3 people.
And that was the end of your punt returning career.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a 30-yard punt. 3:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams have their full allotment of timeouts. And Steven Yoshihara back at quarterback. See if they try to get Paris free. Ball's fumbled. Yoshihara pounces on it. But that's a wasted play by Legacy. Bring up a 2nd down. And I don't believe Legacy has a 1st down in this half. They do not, according to Statman Don Apodaca.
Taking a look there at head coach of Broomfield, Gary Davies, as we look back at this replay. And just the ball's a little bit too high as Steven Yoshihara just has problems getting a hold of the ball, trying to get a pitch to Fidel Paris. And the best thing to do is just to fall on the ball and live to fight another day.
There are 2 possessions this quarter, an interception and a punt. Yoshihara, nice out pattern, complete to Baum, And that is close to a first down, or closer. It would be about 3 yards short. Very nice route. And Yoshihara put it on the money.
My goodness. I mean, I was actually wondering for a little bit, why would you have Yoshihara there in the game instead of Patrick Medina? It's because of passes like this. When Yoshihara threw the pass, Baum didn't even get out of his route yet. What a great throw by Yoshihara.
Dylan Plain on the tackle. Third down, call it a long 4 at the 28 of Legacy. Full house backfield. And the give goes to Bublitz. And Bublitz is very close to a first down. I think he has it, if I have to call it with the naked eye, as opposed to the clothed eye. This is Bublitz's first carry of the night. He carried 4 times in the win against Bear Creek last week.
Bublitz is a big man who just runs over somebody. Now, he didn't run over anybody. He came up and he was just talking a little bit to number 51, Tyler, for Broomfield. I mean, what a great run there. A huge play for Legacy.
Stemke on the tackle. You call him by his first name. I'll call him by his last name. Over the middle, complete to Baum. It's a foot race. Plain trying to catch him, and that'll do it. Touchdown. He got a nice little bump block by McCall. Good heavens. A 67-yard touchdown, and Legacy is an extra point away from tying it up. Tremendous speed by Travis Baum. He and Paris, the fastest players on Legacy. And the Broomfield crowd stunned. And on the far side, jubilation for Legacy. And now after that 67-yard run, he's got to kick an extra point. Bublitz will hold.
You know, it's only to tie the ball game.
And you can see in the background the full house, the overflow crowd. Here's a good shot. Kick is up, and it is good. So we're tied at 14, and let's get another look at that touchdown if we can.
First of all, what a great pass by Steven Yoshihara, who throws the ball right over the middle on a seam route right into the hands. What a great catch right there by Travis Baum, who just takes it all the way.
And watch this little bump block. Watch 19 McCall come over, and just a little nudge.
Ooh, almost the block at the back there, but enough just to string out a Baum into the end zone.
It was clearly a legal block.
Yeah.
Now, if the official in the 1991 Orange Bowl was here, when they called the clip on the Rocket Ismail return, that guy would have called a clip there.
I thought we talked about that. That was a
clean.
clip.
And there you see, Legacy, they needed that. They were dead for a while. Their emotions were flat, but Yoshihara hitting him in stride.
But what did Coach Voorhees tell us earlier? To establish the run game. And that's how this drive started, establishing the running game. You get a couple of positive yardage plays, you get a first down, and then you throw the pass right over the middle, 67 yards, touchdown.
Baum kicks it away. Combs scoops it up like a shortstop, crosses the 15, spins to the 20, and he's trying to get away, and he can't. I tell you what, that was a good effort there, as Logan Cassidy got a fistful of jersey and would not let go.
He was holding on for his dear life.
I look at you, Justin. You are smiling. You are pumped up. Are you having a good time?
I am loving this. This is what high school football is all about, huh? Hey, I'm going to make a spin play on you, but no, you're not going anywhere. I'm just going to hold you by your jersey. It's not horse collaring because I'm just grabbing your jersey.
My mistake. That was Matt Drotar on the grab. Assisting on the play was Cassidy, but Drotar, his fingers might be a few extra inches long now. We do have a shaken up player. Tyler Rope, a sophomore, getting up gingerly. And he looks like he'll be okay as he limps off. So.
Yeah, and again.
You see the first game of the year, Legacy handily taking Bear Creek, and they're always a pretty good program. They'll play Chaparral next week, and we'll see them against Arvada West on the 28th of September. Minute 16 to go, third quarter. And now it's Broomfield's football. See if they can answer. Quick out pass to Purse. He has it. And Purse knocked out of bounds by Drotar after he left 3 Legacy players in the dust.
Purse is showing the reason why he's a D1 recruit. Literally 3 Legacy defenders had a chance to tackle him. Nobody got their hands on him. First down as we look at the replay. Again, another real great throw, another pretty good throw by Medina. Getting the ball there, one missed tackle there. Here's 2 other guys. Excuse me, I'm a little bit too big for you. And just for keeps, I'm going to knock you out of bounds as I go out of bounds. 11-yard gain, first down, Broomfield.
Even at 14. First down at their own 31-yard line. Perez gives to McCulley. McCulley spins his way forward. Gets about 3 yards. Connor Ayers on the tackle along with Bublitz. Actually only gets about a yard, so call it second down and 9.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the replay of this 1-yard run. And again, it's pretty good blocking up front. But again, you're having real good tackles as you get number 40.
Cassidy was there.
Cassidy just holding on to McCulley for just a short gain on that play.
Ball is at the 33-yard line. So second and 8. Little misconnection in the backfield. Nearly a fumble. Broomfield fortunate to hold on as shooting a gap was Logan Cassidy. He's been pretty active the last few minutes.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Justin, we might have an exciting fourth quarter, but we'll see.
Just like a couple of games in this series, huh?
14-14 our score. Legacy and Broomfield will be back with fourth quarter action after this.
That is the end of the third quarter.
12 minutes on the clock, even at 14. Broomfield facing a 3rd and 10 at their own 31-yard line. The Eagles, the home team in blue, Legacy in the white jerseys and navy pants. Angelo Perez, outlet pass complete to Dylan Plain. First down to the 49-yard line.
Dylan Plain on the reception.
And the Eagles, a big 3rd and long conversion.
Keeping the drive going, you always want positive yardage. What a great play call by Coach Davies, getting the first down there on a pass from Perez.
We were tied at 7 at halftime. In the third quarter, Broomfield took a 14-7 lead. Perez to Panacucci on a 6-yard reception, and then Yoshihara to Bomb, 67 yards. That tied it for Legacy, and that's where we stand early fourth quarter. Angelo Perez, 2 receivers left, 2 right. McCulley, the back, gets the handoff. Fakes out one guy and drives forward for 4, maybe 5. Finally tackled by Jake Chiddix, senior.
46-yard line, 2nd and 5.
So they give him 5 on the play. Broomfield into Legacy territory. Ball resting at the 46-yard line. 11 minutes, under 11 minutes.
Bill, take a look outside. Obviously just how all the fans have literally wrapped around the bowl of the stadium.
Quick outlet pass, complete to Plain. He gets wrapped up a little short of the first down. It'll bring up a 3rd down, but there is a penalty marker, and it could be a horse collar or a face mask.
Please stop the clock.
And there's our referee tonight, Mike Latovsky. This is his 24th year of officiating high school football. and they will push Broomfield back.
Yeah, call there is pass interference on an offense. And what happens is you can have a swing out pass like that, but you cannot block early as a wide receiver. So if you're a receiver going out on a route, you can't just go up to a defender and grab a hold of him and block him early.
Or a pick play.
Yeah, or a pick play. That's going to be called pass interference every time against your team. Or against Broomfield, excuse me, on offense.
We'll see where they spot the ball. Well, this is what high school football is all about. And we've had some great games here in the past at Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. Always nice hospitality from the Broomfield folks. And tonight is no exception. Gary Davies in his 25th year as the head coach at Broomfield. I asked him during the week, when are you going to call it quits? He says, I don't know. We'll see after the year. But I think he's getting a kick out of coaching his son. And then on the other side, they're going to wave off the flag.
Wow.
Wow. Break for Broomfield. On the other side, you have Wayne Voorhees in his 10th season at Legacy. 20th season overall as a coach. He was an assistant for many years. So we have two very experienced and solid coaches on the sidelines. And these guys enjoy matching wits against each other. Wayne Voorhees said during the week that he's heard it all year long about last year's game. He'd like to have the bragging rights this year. 3rd and a yard. Ball at the Legacy 42-yard line. And you have to wonder here, is this 4-down territory if Broomfield does not make the first down?
You know what would be interesting to see, Bill? We're thinking up here, and probably everybody else here in the stadium is thinking run. Probably a run Angelo Perez up the middle. What about a pass, you know, a play-action pass deep to Dan Purse?
Well, a little play action might work. I think they want to reset the clock. It's interesting. It looks like the scoreboard operators are actually sitting under the scoreboard on scaffolding. I did not notice that before, but there you see the guys working the scoreboard. Apparently the connection to the press box and the scoreboard, not what it normally is. And so those guys are working by the light of the light bulbs.
So when it snows, they have to sit outside, huh?
They better hope they get it fixed soon, because while it's beautiful right now in Colorado, it can get a little dicey later in the year. And there's the press box. And they normally sit right in the middle there. You see it says home of. Right in that box is where the scoreboard guys usually are, but they're on that rickety scaffolding. Real quick, several years back, when Holy Family had their new facility, they had the bleachers and everything, but they did not have a press box. And we broadcast a few games at Holy Family on scaffolding in windy weather. And Victor Seif, I think, wanted me to sign a waiver. I didn't sue him. Here's a handoff, and it's close to a first down. I don't know. McCulley on the carry. In on the stop was Cassidy. Also making the play was Chiddix.
Okay, Bill.
They got it, I think. Where they spotted that ball now, I think they have it.
All right, they're going to bring up the chains, Bill. Let's see how good your eyes are. You say they got it.
Actually, no, I don't think they have it. I think they're short by about 6 inches.
Okay, I say they have it by a nose of the football.
Okay, I don't think they do. But we'll see. I tell you what, in the future, they're going to have to expand this stadium for this game. Play it at Invesco or whatever they call that place now.
Yeah, because they're
Mile High.
There are more fans out here than it was for the CU-CSU game.
They're short.
Oh, I was off. You're right. Okay, you're right. I'll give it up. You're right. Good job.
All right, decision time. Drew Davies is coming in on the line. They want to get some beef. They're taking out Plain, one of these slot receivers. Also coming into the ball game, Christian Testerman, who had a big catch in the first half, and he replaces McCulley. So they bring in some of the big boys up front. Perez is the quarterback. Perez behind the block of Testerman, has the first down and more, nearly broke it. Good heavens. Getting his hand on his ankle was Kyle Ray. Otherwise, that could have been a scamper of 44 yards.
Great push by the offensive line for Broomfield. And what happened was they had a great push right initially off the line of scrimmage, leading to this play here by Angelo Perez as he tucks in the ball and almost takes it to the end zone.
Back to the action. Perez again keeps, and this time they corral him. As on the stop was Ayers and McWee. But that was nearly Green Acres ahead for the quarterback. Angelo Perez, he had a sore groin this week, but he has shown no ill effects. He has played a marvelous game. And handed to Gary Davies. He could have punted, the safe thing to do, but he said, no, let's get some beef in there, and that's just power football.
Yeah, my best versus your best, and has a belief in Angelo Perez and just the running ability that he brings to this team.
2nd and 8. Perez, sideline pattern to Purse, complete, short of a first down. He's dropped immediately. Looks like Drotar was on the tackle. 3rd down. Well, if you went for it before on 4th down, you have to figure this is 2-down territory unless there's a substantial loss. 3rd and 3. Ball at the 27 of Legacy.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick look at the replay. And just again, another 7-yard hook route by Purse, who catches the ball. And just the way that he catches the ball at its highest point with his hands. The ball never touches his body. You can look back at this game, the ball never touches his body. He always catches it with his hands. Sure receiver.
That was Hebel on the tackle, my mistake. 3rd and 3, Perez downfield. It is incomplete, intended for Michael Riston. Drotar on the coverage. That brings up 4th down. Might be a little bit out of the field goal range of Pat LaLancet. LaLancet this year is 7 of 7 on extra points, 1 for 1 on field goals. So he's a very accurate kicker, but this might be beyond his range.
Perez had his man. He had his man wide open, just needs to throw the ball a little bit more towards the right goal post or the right hash to give his receiver a better chance to catch that ball.
4th down, fans on both sides, on their feet. And we have timeout, Broomfield. Gary Davies wants to talk it over. Good heavens. That is the first timeout taken by Broomfield. They have 2 left.
Yeah, while we have a break in the game, just want to let you know that the schools taking part in today's event are part of a 340-member schools of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As members, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, teamwork, citizenship, competition, hard work, and sporting behavior. We help reach, and motivate students. We develop policies as a group and as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, administrators, game officials working for the common good of kids. We are CHSAA, that's CHSAA. Take a look at CHSAA at chsaa.org.
Here we go, 4th down. Perez has a man, incomplete. Pass was intended for Michael Riston, the 6'3 junior. On the coverage was Nick Weaver. And they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, looking at the replay, a good decision by Perez, and the ball's thrown up and just in and out of the hands of Riston. Riston comes down with that ball. That's a surefire first down. But also, Gian Panagucci was wide open after the play fake. Just Perez didn't see him. Turnover on downs. Let's see what Legacy can do.
1st and 10 Lightning at their own 26-yard line. In the shotgun is Medina, gives to Paris. Paris with some room. First down, a 13-yard jaunt out to the 40-yard line. Looks like the tackle was made by John Kaufman.
Isn't this exciting? Don't you just love this rivalry? Don't you love high school football? Just to give to the outside for Fidel Paris. Takes it to his left. Great blocking and a great seal block by the left tackle for Legacy to leave it wide open for a 13-yard gain for Fidel Paris.
It was Andrew LaGuardia on the block.
We should just call him the airport. I mean, he could block.
12 carries, 59 yards for Paris. McCall in motion. Keeper by Medina. And Medina barrels forward. First down and more as he's knocked out of bounds by Davies. Also pushing him out of bounds was Eakes. So now the deception on that play was very nice by the quarterback. Medina had the Broomfield guys go in one direction.
Bill, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just so excited by the way that Medina is running the ball. What you're not going to see, though, here on the replay is just the block, again, by Mr. Airport, LaGuardia, the left tackle, who moved up to the second level and got a block on the linebacker against Broomfield, which led to that open run.
Here's Paris looking to turn the corner, get some blocks, and he's got 4 yards. Second down and 6. They'll spot the ball at the 42-yard line, so a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7. As Paris, every time he's just one tackle away from big yardage.
Because he's getting amazing blocking. Mr. Aaron Edwards, my God, what a pancake block there.
They've done a good job of tackling and wrapping him up. Considering he went for 230 last week against Bear Creek, Broomfield has to be pleased, but still, he's always a threat, Paris. There's Patrick Medina, number 7 in your screen. Calling signals. Give to Paris. Bounces off a couple of tacklers. And we have a penalty marker on the field. And you were notifying, signaling penalty right off the bat, Justin. What did you see?
Well, it looks to be a holding penalty in the interior line.
Oh, there it is, right there.
You can see there, yeah.
That was the center, Aaron Montoya, grabbing a fistful of jersey.
Yeah, also Logan Lyons had a fistful of jersey too, so it could have been called on either of those guys.
Clint Eastwood had a movie, Fistful of Dollars. That was a movie there, a short called A Fistful of Jersey. 7 penalties now on Legacy. How many yards there, Don? If you can tally that up. 63 yards they've been penalized. Second down and 8.
And Bill, as we hit the 6-minute mark, every penalty, every play from here on out is crucial.
Every play, the stakes get higher. Medina, he'll keep it. Cuts it back. Good yardage. Down to the 40-yard line. Tackled on the play. Not sure who got that tackle. Looked like it was Luke McIninch.
Yeah, Bill, as we look at this replay, it's nothing but a simple keeper to the left, quarterback keeper to the left. But look at Medina. Look at the way he just cuts back to the right, going against the grain of the defense. And I tell you what, if he doesn't make that tackle there, Medina is gone.
Excellent vision by Medina to see an opening. 3rd and 6. Seam pass complete to Bomb, first down. Tackled by Holbrook. And they'll spot the ball at the 25 of Broomfield. 5:04 to go. 4th quarter, tied at 14, and a huge 3rd down connection.
This looks like a similar route that Baum took 67 yards for a touchdown earlier in the game. Last time that was Steven Yoshihara throwing the ball. This time it's Patrick Medina who throws the ball right on the money to Travis Baum. First down Legacy, getting closer to the end zone.
McCall split to the far side. Strafus to the near side. Harris cuts it inside before he's dragged down. Good tackle by Austin Harris, the junior. 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 at the 23.
As we take another look at this play, Patrick Medina just cutting it inside. And you know what? Not every play is going to be a big run, but as long as it's Fidel Paris, as long as it's a good run for positive yardage, you can't be upset at that.
Medina fumbles. Broomfield has it. Good heavens, a costly mistake. Third turnover of the night by Legacy. And it just looked like Medina spaced out for a second there. Could not find the ball. Not sure who landed on it. We can get another look at that. Might have been Blake Witzel, a sophomore, coming up with that fumble recovery.
Yeah, we're going to find out here as we take another look at the play. And you know what? Just Medina just lost his eye off the ball. And turnovers like that hurt you so much. You're getting it for the, leading score.
Witzel did recover the ball. Here's McCulley, and he gets tackled in the backfield. Big play that time by Legacy. Beautiful tackle by Logan Cassidy, who read it well. 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12. Ball at the Broomfield 25-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go. Legacy 3 timeouts. Broomfield has 2 timeouts.
Bill, at this time, you want to get the ball into your playmakers, and so I'm looking here at Angelo Perez getting the ball to Dan Purse.
Or maybe Panicucci, who split to the far side. Blitz. Rolling out is Perez. He's got Panicucci, and he dropped it. Incomplete. It would have been good enough for a first down. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 12. If Legacy can stop the Eagles here, they should get the ball back in decent field position.
Yeah, real good pass by Angelo Perez, who was rolling to his left, but just a tough drop by Panicucci, who's been having a real good game so far.
Perez, 14 of 25, 157 yards, a touchdown to Panicucci. He also threw an interception earlier. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. McCulley is the tailback. Perez has Purse. Purse breaks free, and he's tackled shy of the first down out near the 35-yard line. A couple of yards short. Very good pursuit by Legacy. And Gary Davies not going to play around here. He's going to punt the ball away. Spencer Reeb, who's had a good night kicking.
Yeah, with a call like that, when you call a double screen, the reason why you call it is you're hoping to catch Legacy defense in a blitz. What you do is when you catch them in a blitz, you have man on, you just have a one-on-one opportunity. As you can see, the first man was missed. Dan Purse made the first guy miss, but he couldn't make the second guy miss.
Punt is on the way, a high kick, not very deep. Fair catch called for and made by Drew Hebel. He's very sure-handed. He made a diving catch earlier on a punt, which is pretty darn dangerous. But he's confident, and he made the play there. So 2:59 to go, 4th quarter. Just a 30-yard punt. We're tied at 14, and Patrick Medina, who fumbled his last time out there, gets another opportunity. They'll call it at the 36. The call to the near side, the dangerous Travis Baum split to the far side. Harris up the middle. Gets 4, maybe 5 before he's taken down. Nathan Aragon on the tackle. Also Drew Davies, who's had a very good second half, including an interception. Again, 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, just look at the run there by Fidel Paris, who, oh, you know what? If he didn't have his elbow down on the ground, he wouldn't have been down. No part of his body touched the ground, and if he could have had his hand on the turf, he could have took it to the end zone.
Harris again, up the middle, and he meets a wall and a fumble. And it looks like Broomfield may have it. Connor Eakes is the guy I saw pounce on the ball. And there's Eakes, number 15, he's got it. 4th turnover tonight by Legacy. And normally, Justin, you turn the ball over,
you lose. And what a great play by Broomfield. They get the ball now on the 41-yard line of Legacy, as hopefully we get a chance to look at the replay. Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. And Fidel Paris, one of the sure-handed guys on the team, was stripped by number 51, Tyler Stemke, excuse me. What a great play by Stemke. The ball was recovered by Broomfield. Connor Eakes on the recovery. Broomfield has the ball.
At their own 41-yard line. Perez keeps. He gets to the 40.
Angelo Perez with the keeper.
Maybe a little beyond the 40. That'll bring up second down and long. 2:02 to go and counting.
Okay, Bill, we're going to, we don't like to talk a lot about kickers, but with under 2 minutes left, you don't want to throw the ball and get an interception here. You want to, take care of this clock. Where, I think Broomfield might want to get to, let's say, about the 20?
Around the 20.
In order to get in their kicker's range.
Although with the enthusiasm here, the adrenaline would be flowing. Maybe a kicker can add a couple of yards onto his range. Second down and 9 at the 40-yard line for Broomfield in Legacy territory. McCulley, good yardage. He gets down to the 33, maybe the 32. That'll bring up a third down and 2. And he's had a good night, McCulley. He's rushed for 17 carries, 85 yards. A workmanlike effort.
Not bad for an offensive line who's literally, they're just putting pieces in. It's like almost a puzzle board. You just, insert a puzzle, insert a piece here, and see what works. And they've gelled pretty well today.
50 seconds left and counting, and Broomfield's going to take a timeout. And I think they wanted to run the clock down a little bit. In a perfect world, Gary Davies will pick up the first down, then get a nice gain or so to the 20, maybe the 15, milk the clock, and the last play of the game, kick a field goal.
I would say in a perfect world, you score on this play.
A touchdown.
You always want to score a touchdown.
There's Gary Davies in the white hat. Again, his 25th year. Not too much excites Gary. He's pretty low-key, but when we talked to him before the ball game, you could see that little bit of gleam in his eye.
Yeah, because of the great rivalry. And you see why so many people come out to this game, knotted up at 14 apiece. I mean, we have to have at least, 5,000, would you say, people here? And
it's a relatively young rivalry. They haven't played every year, but they have the past 2 seasons. 2 years ago, Legacy won 23-21. As you see Gary Davies there, on a late field goal by Hugo Aguirre. And then last year, a strong fourth quarter by Broomfield. They won at Legacy 38-23. They're trying to make it 2 in a row. 3rd and 2 at the 33-yard line for Broomfield. They give to the fullback. Big yardage. And down to the 25-yard line is DJ Zissimos. And there's Zissimos running off. He's pretty pumped up.
I was wondering why would you give the ball to DJ Zissimos? And then I look down at the sheet at our roster and I see 6 foot, 195 pounds. That's a big boy there. That's why you give the ball to him on 3rd and short.
Plus the element of surprise. Perez. He'll throw it. Nearly intercepted. Good heavens. Logan Cassidy had it go through his hands. 20 seconds left. Broomfield has 1 timeout. And let's take another look.
Yeah, again, as Perez rolls to his right, he throws across the field, and that actually was a tipped pass by the Legacy defender.
That's Cassidy, who had a chance.
Yeah, Logan Cassidy had a chance for the interception.
If they try a field goal now, it will probably be about 42 yards. Gary Davies would like to get it under 40 at least.
Now the kicker is Pat LaLanche, and I don't see him warming up at all. Looking on the sideline for Broomfield, I don't see him warming up.
Might have left. Perez rolling, he'll keep it. Spins to the 22-yard line, tripped up by McWee.
21-yard line.
And now timeout Broomfield. That's their 3rd and final timeout.
Ball spotted on the 22-yard line.
3rd down. Now if they run the ball and don't get a first down, it'll be 4th down, and I don't think they'll have time to get a kickoff.
No, we'll go into overtime.
And they can't spike it. If they throw an out pattern, you can catch the ball and get out of bounds.
Well,
you know something? I would kick it here, Justin. I would not play games.
they're not going to kick it as we look at our lineup that we have for this year. We have 4 more games, and I hope all of them are great, just like this one.
I wonder if we can get these guys scheduled again.
That would be lovely. Maybe they can.
Hey, look at that schedule. Holy Family, Denver North,
Good
November.
gracious.
It could be cold at Holy Family. Broomfield Monarch. Those teams not exactly buddy-buddy. Here we go. 3rd and 7 at the 22-yard line. Broomfield out of timeout.
Look for the pass to go here as Legacy is going to call a timeout. What they're going to do is they're going to double team Dan Purse. Dan Purse is the best wide receiver that Broomfield has as he stands at 6'4", 195. That's the guy you want to throw the ball to, especially with 11 seconds left to go in this game.
And I do notice, Justin, there is no kicking net on the sideline of Broomfield. On the far sideline, Legacy does have a kicking net. So the Legacy kicker can warm up and stay loose on his sideline. But Pat LaLancet, the senior kicker for Broomfield, does not have a kicking net, and that surprises me.
Well, that will be the reason why Broomfield is not going to kick the ball from this distance out. Or at least it's still 3rd down, so they have another play. Now,
do you go to the end zone, risk an interception?
No, you don't have to.
You throw an out pattern?
You don't have to. You could go for the 1st down. Remember, in high school rules, just like college, the time stops after each 1st down.
But if you don't get the 1st down, then you lose a chance for a field goal.
Then everyone here gets free football. We're going into overtime.
Here we go. 3rd and 7 at the 22. Perez. He's going to air it out. And he gets hit. Ball is loose. Zissimos picks it up. Zissimos, he fumbles. Scramble. And you can't tell me only 7 seconds elapsed, or 4 seconds elapsed on the clock.
Time stopped. So for some reason, the time stopped. I think they're thinking it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass. So that'll be 4th down. And they're going to try the field goal now.
Bill, that does not look like an incomplete pass to me as Angelo Perez is hurt.
Legacy is furious. They're saying it was they're saying it was not an incomplete pass.
We got to look at the replay here, Bill, and you tell me what you see. Oh, no, his arm is not going forward.
That should be a fumble. But here we go. Pat LaLancet will try a field goal. A 38-yarder. Plain is the holder. The snapper is Davies.
And, oh, wow. Coach Voorhees iced the kicker, but on the bottom for Legacy, he went off sides.
Ayers jumped offside, but timeout was taken.
Yeah, Connor Ayers went off sides. Well, the timeout was called first before Connor Ayers went into the neutral zone.
It is not a penalty. It would have been, but a good timeout taken by Legacy. They have just 1 timeout left.
And can we go back to the replay? I don't know if we have it, but let's go back to the replay if we can. And it didn't look like Perez's arm was actually going forward. It looked like his arm was still going back as he was loading up to throw the ball. Then he was hit. Again, we're efforting the replay, but going back to that, it didn't look like Perez had his arm forward. It looked like he was hit first. That should have been a fumble.
I think
we
so.
should be going to overtime now, Bill.
They're going to spot it. The attempt at the 29. It'll be a 39-yard try by Pat LaLancet. Good snap and hold. The kick is on its way. It's long enough. It is good. Pat LaLancet, the hero, a 39-yard field goal. If it was a 40-yard field goal, I don't know if it would have been good. It crosses the bar, and they're going nuts. And Legacy has every right to be very upset because the previous play certainly looked like a fumble. And if we can get a look at that field goal, good heavens.
I guess now would be a great time to tell everybody that you could pick up this game on DVD.
Here
What
it is.
a great kick. I mean, Lancet had put his all into that ball, and it just gets over the crossbar. Unreal. That wouldn't have been good from 39 yards.
Well, it was 39 yards.
Oh, I mean, 40 yards, excuse me. Excuse me, 40 yards.
Now, all right, 2.6 on the clock. This will be the final play unless they kick it in the end zone. We may see one of those Cal-type plays. I'm surprised Fidel Paris isn't on the field for this.
He's your playmaker. We talked to Coach Voorhees before the beginning of the play, and I asked him, who is your most explosive player? And he said Fidel Paris. So I'm shocked, just like you, Bill, that he's not in this game. That he's not in this game right now for this play.
And LaLancet will kick off. Hansen was kicking off earlier, but LaLancet will kick off. And a little pooch kick. And it's controlled by Legacy. And you got to pitch that back. That was Patrick Matthews. And the game is over. Our final score, Broomfield 17, Legacy 14. And the officials running off the field. I don't think they want to hear it from the Legacy sideline. So a terrific high school football game. And Broomfield now on the season 1-1. And they'll play next week at Loveland. Legacy, they are now 1-1. And next up for them, Chaparral. So again, Justin, I don't know what you can say, but every person here got their money's worth, even guys like us who got in free.
Yeah, what an amazing victory for Broomfield. Just an amazing game overall. I mean, just love the way that it ended. 39-yard field goal by LaLancet. But again, if you're a Legacy fan, you're going to look back at this tape and you're going to see that Perez's arm did not go forward. Should have been a fumble, could have been a fumble, but it wasn't. And the hero today, Pat LaLancet, the junior, 5'9", $170, and he needed all 170 pounds to get that ball over the crossbar.
Legacy turned the ball over 4 times. It's difficult to win when you do that. But you have to feel for Legacy just as you would have felt for Broomfield if they had lost this game. But a terrific high school football game. We appreciate you watching. We invite you to stay tuned to the post-game show. We'll have a couple of interviews. Bill Rogan along with Justin Adams. Again, our final score from Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. Broomfield 17, Legacy 14. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. Our final score tonight, Broomfield 17, Legacy 14. And our special post-game guest is head coach of Broomfield, Gary Davies. And Gary, kind of a boring game tonight.
Yeah, especially from where I was at. Yeah,
yes.
Close to the officials.
Was there a turning point in this game?
Well, there was a couple of them, I think, and they were all turnovers, basically. The one at the end of the game there, we had an interception, and then we had another fumble that set up a touchdown. They scored on some turnovers also, so that those things are killers, but it went both ways tonight.
You were able to keep Fidel Paris in check. What was the plan against him?
Just we weren't very happy with the way Pomona ran their zone read against us last week. We worked real hard on it, and the kids stayed home, did their job, and hopefully that's what we're going to do the rest of the year in the running game.
Down the stretch, one of the key plays in the game was the incomplete pass before the field goal. Some people thought it was a fumble. What was your vantage point on that?
I thought he threw it about 10 yards downfield. So I thought it was definitely an incomplete pass.
In a second, I'm going to ask your kicker, Pat LaLance, what was going through his mind trying to game-winning field goal. But what goes through a coach's mind in that situation?
Well, I just told him when we were out and they took the timeout, I went out and I said, this doesn't lose the game. It can only win it. So just hit it well. And if you hit it well and it doesn't go through, no big deal. We'll line up and play overtime.
Well, Coach, great win. First of the season. We'll see you again later in the year. Good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, now we're going to bring in two guys here. We got Pat LaLance, the kicker, and we have Drew Davies, linebacker, who had a key interception. We'll start with you, Pat. What goes through your mind? A big crowd, game-winning field goal. What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking that I'm hoping I'm getting a good snap and a good hole, and I'm going to put it through the uprights.
When you kicked it, when it came off your foot, did you know or did you have to wait?
No, I knew it was good. I knew I put it through.
Do you visualize that situation or go over it in practice? How can you simulate something like this, or can you?
Yeah, I try to simulate as much as I can, trying to get the nerves up. In practice, we run a little 2-minute drill, and I kick a field goal at the end to try to simulate that kind of, but yeah.
I noticed on the sideline, Legacy's kicker has a kicking net. On your sideline, I didn't see a kicking net. Why not?
I don't know. I think one of our assistant coaches told me that we had one up in the closet, but I just haven't brought it down yet. So I've just been working with stretching and practice kicks on the sideline.
So how do you warm up for a kick like that?
I just got to keep my leg loose, keep stretching, and just have the confidence in myself that I know I'll put it through.
This may be a dumb question, and I've asked quite a few in my time, but is biggest kick of your career?
Yes, biggest kick by far.
Hey, Pat, tell me about this guy here, one of your team captains. What does Drew Davies bring to this team?
He's an animal. You know, having him at the linebacker position, everyone's just afraid of him. So,
by the way, kickers, you don't notice them too much, except when they have to kick a game-winning field goal. So congratulations and celebrate with your teammates.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Now here's Drew Davies, and what's this hardware you have here?
Well, it's, I believe, the Mayor's Cup. It's for our game, Broomfield Legacy, and we like to return it to our school this year after last year. So,
do you know who the mayor is of Broomfield?
I do. I actually do not. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. So.
Okay, well, maybe you'll look that up. I don't know either. Maybe we'll have to edit that out of there. But I tell you, this was a really intense ball game. The hitting was incredible. Turnovers are the key. Is that something that the team focuses on, trying to get turnovers?
Absolutely. Defensively, that's all we focus on. We want turnovers. We want to give the offense good field position, and we had a couple tonight were huge, so that was good for us.
You had the diving interception off the tip pass. If he catches the ball, I think you drill him. But when you saw the ball off his hands, what's going through your head?
I just grabbed the ball and go, and I didn't get a go, but I grabbed the ball, so.
Well, your dad, he's been coaching 25 years. He's been through these before. You are a senior. Last year's game, you injured your knee.
I did, yeah.
And you had to come out of the game. Is this a little bit more special now?
It is. It is a little more special. I got to finish the game and be out there with my teammates, so absolutely.
Last week, a tough loss to Pomona. First game, now the home opener against another 5A team, a very strong Legacy squad. What does this mean for your team going forward?
Well, it gives us momentum, and we get into our league schedule here pretty soon. Hopefully our offense can start rolling. The defense played a lot better than last week, so hopefully just momentum, and we can start rolling people up pretty good. So,
how much you want for that cup?
I don't think he replaces the money, so.
All right. Hey, when I see you later in the season, tell me who the mayor is of Broomfield.
I will.
Good job. I see your hands are full. Thank you. That's Drew Davies, captain for the Broomfield Eagles, and I bring back in Justin Adams. And Justin, you played high school football and college football, and no matter how many games you've seen, you never lose your enthusiasm when you see a game like this. This was a remarkable game for both teams and both fans.
It doesn't matter what level of competition it is, pro, college, Pop Warner. This is why people love the game of football. One of the most exciting games that I've ever seen. What a great game. I mean, you have your controversy with the play before. Did Angelo Perez's arm go forward? You look back at the replay. We don't know. It didn't look like it to me. But then you go from there, and Pat LaLance, I mean, a guy who only thing he could do was just stretch, doesn't have a kicking tee or anything, and made a 39-yard field goal to win the game. What a great game.
You love to see kids come through in the clutch, and Pat LaLance certainly did.
Yeah, Pat LaLance did a great job, and I mean, just awesome play. And I had a chance to talk to him a little bit while you were talking to Coach Davies, and I asked him at first, I was like, before the timeout, were you a little bit nervous? He's told me, yeah, I could feel my legs shaking, and You know what? When the timeout happened, it gave me the opportunity just to calm down, to go through my steps. And he said, as soon as I hit it, I got under it a little bit, but I knew I had it. What a great kick.
And we were focusing on Legacy running back Fidel Paris, and rightfully so. He had 230 yards last week, but we weren't the only guys focusing in on him. The Broomfield defense did a great job on tackling him. He didn't really bust any long gains.
Yeah, held him under 100 yards, and that's exactly what Broomfield had to do in order to win this game. Coach Voorhees wanted to get 15 first downs. I don't think he had 10 in this game. What a great defensive effort by Broomfield today, and they needed it because the game was tight the whole way throughout.
Yourself, as a former player, what does a game like this do for a team, win or lose, just playing in a tough, close game like this?
Well, let's start off with the winning side. This could propel you to somewhere greater, even to championship standards. Remember, this is the third-ranked team, talking about Broomfield, in the state in 4A. And so they are expecting to win a championship this year. A lot of these guys that played on the field today was a part of the championship baseball team last year, so they know about a championship pedigree. Now, on the other side, though, for Legacy, this could actually put you in the dumps a little bit, especially when they look back at the film and they're going to say, wow, it was a fumble. So if you're Coach Wayne Voorhees, you want to quickly flush this game and get this game out of the guy's mind as quickly as possible and go forward to a great season. I like this Legacy team. I think they could do a lot of damage in 5A play.
And Coach Voorhees, he knows what he's doing, and kids can be resilient, so I'm sure Legacy will bounce back. And we'll see both of these teams later in the year. Also, we'll see Holy Family a few times. So if this is any indication of the season we have ahead, it's going to be a lot of fun on Channel 8 covering high school football. So, Justin, I guess I'll see you on the 28th.
Yeah, I think we'll be here. I think I'll be here. Yeah,
I'll come back.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah, this is all right. Game
All right.
like this, sure, I'll be there.
So that's all for our broadcast tonight from Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. For the entire crew, led by Victor Seif and statman Don Apodaca. For Justin Adams, I'm Bill Rogan. Thanks for watching. Once again, the final score, Broomfield 17, Legacy 14. Thanks for watching, and good night.